Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Town Council public hearing from Monday, May 15th at 6:30. I do not see that we have a Pledge of Allegiance on here.
No, we do it at the town council meeting.
Okay. So we're not going to do that. So we have the fiscal year 2023 Community Development Block Grant on this evening's schedule. And we will begin with our public hearing and move on to public comment. Do we have anyone from
Yes.
the public?
Public hearing?
Yes.
Yeah, we have Peter Testa from, he is our consultant for our Community Development Block Grant Small Cities Project, proposed for Willow Street Housing Authority.
Okay.
Peter, if you would just want to hop in and jump in and let's get going.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Thank you. Again, my name is Peter Testa, A&E Services Group. I've been hired by the town of Rocky Hill to write the application on behalf of the town, and the proposed application is for renovations at Willow Road. The application is for up to $2 million for public housing modernization. The proposed scope of work includes replacing roofs on 7 of the buildings, upgrades to the fire alarm system, replacing windows throughout all 40 units, including the community building, creating 4 ADA compliant units that are not in existence now, replacing closet doors, putting new flooring down in 35 of the 40 units, as well as the community building, improving the ventilation, some paving, sidewalk repair, and some electrical upgrades to the community building. The purpose of this meeting is to solicit input from the public on the town's economic and community development needs. The application is due May 31st to the Department of Housing. As I say, it's public housing modernization, which satisfies the national objective of meeting, benefiting low and moderate income individuals, all of which the residents at Willow Road fall under the 80% of the median income. One of the items that they were required to discuss as part of the public hearing is whether or not there's going to be any program income generated from this grant. It will not. The funding that will go to the Housing Authority, if that's what the town decides to do, will be as a grant to the Housing Authority. There'll be no loan repayments. Previous community development projects that the town has completed included other renovations to Housing Authority properties, including Willow Road and School Street, as well as there were partners in a down payment assistance first-time home buyer program with Weathersfield and Newington several years ago, many years ago. So, as I say, no program income will be generated, and the applications are due on the 31st. It's a competitive round. Right now, the state has said that they have about $13.4 million available for award. Typically, they get twice as many applications as they do have funding for. So it's a very competitive round of applications. So, any questions from the council or the public that I could answer?
When you say that it's competitive, I know that we've been involved with like competitive brownfield grants, and are there certain things that, certain boxes that we were able to check off that make perhaps Rocky Hill unique and maybe move us up in that pool of applicants?
Yes. One of the biggest boxes that we're checking off is the fact that the property is on the state-sponsored housing portfolio. Department of Housing's emphasis in the last several years has been not solely but primarily on providing funding towards renovations on these state-sponsored housing portfolio properties. So that's certainly a big plus. The fact that it's 100% benefit to the residents is another big plus. Project need, the type of work that we're doing is core improvements to the facility. We're not doing, say, aesthetic type materials. ADA improvements are a big plus. So,
Thank you.
thank you, Madam Mayor.
Councilor Sullivan, did you want to say something?
Is there any reason not to do this?
No.
Thank you.
No, it's a win-win. I mean,
We're all thinking the same question, Bill.
It's just a matter of whether or not anybody in town had any thoughts of doing something other than. So this is a citizens' participation meeting in which you try to gather input from town residents on what they feel the community development needs are within the community.
Okay, thank you.
And hopefully, we're successful, if approved, in pursuing the grant. If we, as you mentioned, it's a competitive process. If it, unfortunately, doesn't break our way this time, what does the next step look like? Can we just roll the same materials into the next opening of that grant process, or how does that?
Yes. DOH makes this funding available once a year, so it would have to wait until the 2024 round. Excuse me. There would need to be another RFP to be done, but at this point, the Housing Authority has already hired an architect to do all the plans and specifications. They've had phase 1 environmentals done. They're having a phase 2 environmental. So if we're not fortunate enough to get funded this round, then we're certainly going to have everything in place for next year, if that turns out to be the case.
Thank you.
Okay, and for the record, Councilor Malero is participating remotely. Councilor Malero, do you have any questions?
I do not. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. No? Okay, yep.
I just want to make one clarification. The proposal is to not add 4 ADA units, is to renovate 4 existing units to accommodate ADA. Just wanted to make that clear.
Thank you.
Correct, yes, I'm sorry. To conversion of existing units.
Okay. Wonderful.
Okay. If anybody, I would just ask that anybody who's going to speak, if they please put your name and address here, part of what we need to submit for the application.
And anyone who wishes to make a public comment or pose a question has to come to the podium and state your name and your address. Okay. If anyone wants to make a comment or ask a question, you can come to the podium, state your name and your address, and because we have to have that on the record.
Thank you.
Thank you. So with that said, we'll open up the floor. All right, so you go first.
Hi, I'm Becky Hoyt, and I live at 36 Willow, apartment number 23. I've been there 7 years, and one of the biggest needs for a lot of us is the ADA apartments. We really need the walk-in showers. They say, well, there's shower chairs available. You can modify the bathroom that way. But trying to get over those bathtubs is very hard. And then if you put the shower chair in, half of it sticks out in a small bathroom, and then try to keep the water in the shower is a big challenge. So personally, I'd like to speak for that. And I think along with it, possibly too, is the other thing, is not enough handicap parking. There's a lot of us that have handicap parking, and there just isn't adequate enough demarcations for them.
Okay, thank you. And the other thing I'm going to point out, I don't know if anyone else is going to come up to make comments or have questions, but just so you know, the council, all of us sitting up here are not allowed to answer any questions or comment or say anything in this type of format. So it's not that we're being disrespectful or we don't hear what you're saying. It's just that we're not allowed to. So anyone else who would like to be heard from the public?
Murphy, and I live at 36 Willow Road, number 30. I second that motion about the walk-in showers. And I'm, for the most part, in pretty good shape, but it is a little hard to get your leg up in the air and over in there. And I would love to have doors that you can close shut and the water doesn't go out on the floor, because I have to put the top part up, make sure that water doesn't turn into mold in there. And whatever you decide for the senior housing affects us, whether you not do it or whether you decide to do it. It really, really affects us. And my floor is over 45 years old, because my son's 45. And My stove is probably 45 years old, so I am hoping that you all will be able to decide that we need a better quality place to live. And I'll leave you with that. Thank you.
Thank you.
First of all, thank you for having us. And I live at 36 Willow Road, apartment 13. I've been there, I'm on my 11th year.
And what is your name?
Robert McClatt.
Thank you.
To put it on here, I'll do it after.
Yes, please.
My name is Robert McClatt, and the problem I have is my windows. Half the cranks are broke, and when we get a heavy wind and stuff, they rattle a little bit. And they're Anderson windows, so they were good at the time when they built the place. You know what I mean? And then the sliding accordion doors we have for the closets, you open it up and it follows you back. So you have to hold it with your feet while you're getting your clothes out and everything. So there's things that need to be done. And I agree with the showers for some of these people. They can't climb over those tubs and stuff. But that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Did the ladies who came sign the paper at the podium? Just make sure you sign the paper at the podium who spoke. Is there anyone else who wishes to be heard? Yeah.
God bless you, right?
You can.
I don't want to be impolite. My name's Leslie Holmes, and I'm at 19 Willow Road. My question to you is this going to be all outside work, sir? Or interior, too?
Interior and exterior.
Okay, because I didn't get the interior much, but I know we need it. We need it a lot. The flooring, especially. I've got cracks and everything. And just upgrade. When I first moved in there, I had those accordion doors taken out. But of course, the guy that lived in my place was a smoker, so they smelled. But Patrick was super, took them right out. So that was the one thing. Just upgrade everything to how you people would like to live is how we would like to live. And that would be super. So if the gentleman who built up you came and saw everything outside?
Leslie, speak into the microphone.
If he could just see everything inside too, before he does his complete whatever report to you. Okay. Thank you.
Ms. Holmes, did you sign the piece of paper?
Oh, yeah, and then he brought a pen too.
Anyone else would like to be heard? Don't be shy. We have 15 minutes.
John, it's all yours, buddy.
I'm John Samuelinas, and I live at 36 Willow Road, apartment 21. The three things I'd like to talk about: replacing the roofs before they leak and cause damage seems like a good investment for the town. Also, replacing leaky windows will help the comfort of the residents and save you money on heating costs for many years in the future. But the item I really am interested in, you saw me limp up here, I would love to have a walk-in shower instead of having to step over the edge of a tub every morning. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, good evening. I'm Michelle Zach. I'm with the Housing Authority as the vice chairperson. I just want to say that I know you all are aware we have been working on this. This is something that we are in desperate need of. As you can see, we do have a good amount of residents here. And as a commission, I can speak for those members that are here and our director, these are all items that are desperately needed. And they are correct when they did say some of these items have not been changed, upgraded, or done with since the buildings were built. So this is something that we are in drastic need of. So, thank you.
All right. Yes, you may.
Again, I'm Becky Hoyt. Something else that's also on our minds is please help us now, and while we're living there, these walk-in showers that we need so badly in the winter, everything. We need them now, not when we're deceased or moved out, and then they're going to upgrade it. So I just came up to beg you to do it now with us there. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and so if there's no one else that wants to be heard, we will, oh, one more. Okay, come on up.
My name is Lisa Ellick, and I live at 36 Tollgate Road. So I don't live in the senior complex, but I was a visiting nurse and visited many people there over the years, and I would just like to support the requests of these people in the Housing Authority, because I do think having seniors in accessible units, handicapped accessible units, is important to keeping them safe, which saves everybody money in the long run. Thank you.
Thank you. Are you coming back up? Okay.
Hello again. Actually, I just wanted to respond to the comment about the walk-in showers. I was remiss in not mentioning, not only are we doing the conversion of 4 units for ADA compliance, we are replacing all of the remaining tubs with walk-in showers, because that is a great concern. Okay, so I just wanted to respond to that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, anyone else have any questions or comments? All right, with none being heard, we're going to move to adjourn.
Excuse me, Madam Mayor. I have a letter
Oh,
from...
thank you.
No problem. This is a letter dated April 25th, 2023, and it was sent to the town manager's office. Dear friends, my letter concerns the notice of public housing modernization. I live in the public housing at 36 Willow Road in Rocky Hill, housing authorization for elderly and disabled. I am in apartment 5. My age is 85. I am greatly interested in the modernization of our apartments. We need several areas to be updated, mainly streets, sidewalks, and sewer lines, etc. My main concern is that we need walk-in showers in the bathrooms. We have bathtubs, and they're treacherous for senior citizens. We don't have the physical strength to get in and out of the tubs. Our balance is shaky. I can't use my bathtub at all. I have to rely on sponge baths. I would love to take a real shower with a seat inside it. Could you please vote for us in the grant program? We really do need several improvements here at our apartments. Thank you so much, Ms. Kay Bartel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, well, thank you, everyone, for coming out. We appreciate that.
Motion to adjourn?
Let's close the public hearing.
Close the public hearing? Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.